Hi, this is Simon from Farm Automation. In this video I'm going to give you a quick look at just a few of the features that are available in our iDairy herd management software. As you can see, iDairy uses the Microsoft ribbon interface. By clicking on the tabs, we can easily navigate through the different sections of the software to easily get to the area that we need to be. On the Home tab, we have a cow status chart. This chart gives you a quick look at how many cows you've got in each status throughout the herd. Below that, we have a bar graph that shows you the results from the last 5 herd tests. Let's move on to the Cows tab. In the Cows tab, you can see all the different groups of cows that have been set up in the herd. These groups can be set up in a number of different ways. By setting rules for the group, which will allow the cows to move in and out of the groups automatically, or you can also manually select cows for a group and they'll stay there for as long as you leave them in there for. Let's take a look at the milking group in more detail. By double clicking on the group, I've opened up the group, and on the left here we can see all the cows that are in the group in a list. You can easily jump to a cow by typing its number into the search box down the bottom of the grid. On the General tab, you can see general information about the animal, including different animal IDs, pregnancy status, how many days in calf the cow is, calculated fields such as days in milk, the last calving date. Down here we can see the cow group memberships, so this will show you what groups a cow belongs to at this moment. Let's scroll down to cow 4914. We can see that this cow has a milk meat withholding active at the moment based on a treatment that's been entered into the system. Moving on to the Summary tab. In here we can see all the events that have been recorded against a cow, such as mating events, calving events, and health events. If a mistake was made entering an event, we can easily delete that event from in here. Moving on to the Pedigree tab. In here you can see a family tree for the selected animal. Moving on to Lactations. We have lactation summaries for each lactation recorded for the cow. The weight section will show us weights if they're recorded for the animal. Schedules. When you have our automation in use, such as rotary software program, you can set up automatic drafting and automatic alerts at cups on and cups off. In this section here you can view any alerts that have currently been set for the cow. Along with that, with automation, we click on the Milking Data tab, we can also see any general information that's been recorded for each milking for the cow, and by simply changing from cow to cow, the information will change for that cow. With milk meters, we can also have a look at what the current averages are for the cows. Depending on what type of milk meters you have, will depend on what data we actually record. The Herd Test Data tab will show you all the herd test data that's been recorded for the animal throughout its entire life. Again, if you have milk meters installed, we can click on the Milk Meters tab, and in here we have some timelines that show you litres, conductivity and seconds in this case, just to name a few. Makes it easy for the user to look at different trends, such as a high conductivity and perhaps a drop in milk production, which does assist a farmer in picking out animals that might have health issues. Moving out of the group section now, let's move up to events. All the events in iDairy are done in a wizard format to make it nice and easy for the user to record an event for either one cow or for a whole group of cows at once. In this example we'll use a draft schedule. You can see down here I've got a group of cows from the last herd test that have got a high cell count. So if we go into the draft schedule, you've got a welcome screen, we skip past that. Now let's have a look at the cows that are in the high cell count group by double clicking. Here the cows are here. We can add one cow over at a time. We could punch its number in down the bottom here to add it across if we wanted to. Press enter and the cow will move across. or if we want to draft the whole lot, in this case these cows are all got a high cell count, I want to draft them out tonight, I'll press add all. All the cows will move across as selected. Press the next button. Here we select our draft mode. I only want to draft once. Next. I want to draft to the left, starting milk cycle 2, which is this afternoon. Simply press the finish button, and now all the cows in that group are on draft. If we go into the group by double clicking on the group, we can have a look at the schedules tab, and we can see here the draft event that I've just recorded for that cow. Everything that I just showed you in the cows tab can also be performed in iDairy Mobile, which is our mobile software that's available for iPhones and also for Android phones. Let's have a look at that now. On the screen now you can see my iPhone 6 that I've projected onto the screen. This is currently running the iDairy Mobile software, which is linked directly to the herd of cows that we've been looking at throughout this video. The View Cow section allows me to view information about a cow in the herd, such as cow 4914. We can clearly see here that the cow has a current milk withholding. On the home page here, the general tab, we can see the cow ID, we can see the breed, date of birth, days in milk, days until dry off, lactation number. We can also see any codes that are recorded for the animal, as well as the pedigree of the animal. Switching to the matings tab, we can have a look at any matings that have been recorded. The amount of data that gets sent to the phone is user defined. You don't have to send every record, you can just send the last 12 months, for example, if that's all you want to see on the phone. We also have a health tab. In here we have a look. You can see that this cow was treated with Noraclox. Was treated in the left front quarter, and you can see here the withholding periods for milk and the withhold for the meat for that particular drug. On the herd test tab, we can see the data from the last herd test, in this case the 9th of March, just a couple of days ago. Okay, we can also record events in the phone as well. We press enter events, and in here, for this example, we'll carve down a cow. So let's carve down a cow number 5499. She's currently been dried off. Okay, so we can see the mating record and the projected estimated calving date for that particular mating. So there's only one, that's the one that we're going to select. Now we ask for the calving code. We'll pick a normal calving. This is part of the calving ease record. Sex of the animal, calving ease, no difficulty in this case, but you do have all of the options that are available in the calving ease record based on ADHIS. The fate of the calf, the size of the calf. We press next, and now we need to enter the calf ID. So let's record this calf as number 99999. We press finish. The event's now been recorded, and you've now got the opportunity to record more calving events if you want to, or otherwise we press the back button. Going back to the main menu now, we can see that new data has been added and we need to synchronize with the main software. This is done by just pressing the sync button. You can see on the main computer down here I get a little message that tells me that my phone is currently requesting to update. So it's sent the calving event to the main database, and it's also received any changes that have been made on the main database that aren't on the phone. If we now go and have a look in the main database, move into the fresh group of cows, we can see that the cow that we just calved, 5499, has now moved into the fresh group and started a new lactation. This is just a quick glimpse of what the phone is capable of, and you can imagine being out in the paddock recording calving events previously on a piece of paper in the pocket and then trying to decipher that back in the dairy to record it later. Now you don't need to, you can record it straight into the app, and via the internet it will send it immediately back. This also includes things like a drafting event. If you see a cow that's bulling, we can put the cow on draft, pull her out for AI at the end of milking. It's all very simple to use, and it can be put on iPads, iPhones, and any Android device, including tablets. That'll do for the iPhone program, and we shall now move on to the next video, which will be the milking module. Thank you.